Have you ever held a coin that could secretly be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Today, we're diving deep into the top 3 most valuable, from the mysterious 2000 P Sacagawea Dollar with jaw-dropping errors, to the ultra-rare 1971 UK Elizabeth to Pence coin, and the elusive 1967 Washington quarter dollar that hides its true value in plain sight. These coins are more than pocket change, they're pieces of history and treasure. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting and mysterious treasures in modern U.S. coinage, the rare 2000 P Sacagawea Dollar error that has stunned collectors and changed how people look at loose change forever. And trust me, once you hear how this coin came to be, the wild journey it's been on, and the massive amounts people are willing to pay for it, you're going to be checking every single Sacagawea dollar you ever come across. The year 2000 was a landmark in U.S. coin history. The mint introduced the Sacagawea Dollar, a golden-colored coin meant to replace the unpopular Susan B. Anthony dollar. Featuring the beautiful portrait of Sacagawea carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, on the obverse and a soaring eagle on the reverse, the coin was both a tribute to Native American history and a fresh start for the dollar coin program. But as with any mass production, mistakes can happen. And in this case, one particular mistake turned a regular $1 coin into a 5-figure collectible. Only a handful of the 2000 P Sacagawea quarter mule coins are known to exist today, fewer than 20 confirmed examples. That tiny number is why their value skyrockets whenever one appears on the market. Back in the early 2000s, when these coins were first making headlines, they were already selling for tens of thousands of dollars. Over the years, auction records have confirmed just how desirable they are. One example sold for over $29,000, another, in pristine mint state condition, fetched a jaw-dropping $30,000. Condition, as always, plays a massive role in value. The higher the grade, the more astonishing the final price can be. Mint state 65 or higher examples are the real monsters at auction, drawing bids that quickly push past $20,000 and into the $27,000 range. Lower grade examples still bring jaw-dropping amounts, often $35,000 or more, because of the sheer rarity. Collectors have speculated for years about how this error even happened. The official story has never been fully explained, and theories range from simple human error in the die pairing process to more sensational suggestions that a mint employee intentionally created them, either as a curiosity or for personal gain. Whatever the truth, the fact remains, the 2000 P Mule is one of the most famous and valuable U.S. coins struck in the 21st century. When it comes to identifying one, the key detail is, of course, the reverse design. A genuine 2000 P Sacagawea Dollar Mule will have the regular Sacagawea obverse, her forward gaze, her infant son peeking over her shoulder, and the reverse from the Washington quarter, complete with the heraldic eagle and the United States of America just as you'd see on a quarter, not the soaring eagle design of the normal Sacagawea dollar. The edge will still be smooth, as with all dollar coins of that era, which makes the appearance of the quarter's reverse even more. The most elusive and valuable coins in British history. The 1971 UK Elizabeth to Pence coin single mistake, made at the Royal Mint over 50 years ago, transformed this humble to Pence piece into a collector's dream, capable of fetching jaw-dropping amounts, not a few hundred, not a few thousand, but an eye-watering £40,000, £50,000, or even £60,000 at auction. This is the kind of find that can turn a simple moment of curiosity into a life-changing event. By the time you finish watching, you'll understand why collectors around the globe would do almost anything to own one. The 1971 to Pence coin might sound ordinary at first, but its story is anything but. The early 1970s were a turning point in British coinage. In 1971, the United Kingdom officially switched to the decimal system, moving away from the old pounds, shillings, and pence. It was a monumental change. The old system had been in place for centuries, and the public needed to adapt quickly, as part of the new decimal currency. And measuring 25.91 millimeters was intended to be one of the workhorses of everyday transactions. Millions were struck that year. Now here's where it gets really exciting. In recent years, The few 1971 era to new Pence coins that have surfaced have stunned the numismatic community with their hammer prices at auction. One specimen in exceptional condition, graded at the highest levels by a respected coin grading service, has been reported to sell for around £40,000. Another, with slightly less luster but equally sharp details, fetched just over £55,000. And the whispers in the collector world are that the next time a pristine example comes up with flawless minting and undeniable authenticity, it could push the boundary past £60,000. Imagine one small bronze coin worth more than a luxury car, more than some people's annual salary, more than enough to buy a modest home in certain parts of the UK. Spotting a genuine error requires a trained eye and, ideally, professional authentication. The high values involved mean that counterfeits are a serious risk. Skilled forgers have been known to artificially alter ordinary coins to mimic rare errors. But experienced numismatists can spot these fakes by examining the die marker's tiny imperfections unique to the genuine minting process. This is why, if you think you might have found a 1971 error to new Pence, the first step is to handle it carefully and avoid cleaning it, as cleaning can dramatically reduce its value. Then, seek out a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A coin that comes with a high-grade, verified certification becomes exponentially more attractive to serious buyers. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most jaw-dropping stories in U.S. coinage, the rare and valuable 1967-era Washington quarter dollar. By the end of this story, you'll know exactly why this ordinary-looking coin can be worth more than a luxury car or even a small house, and why you might just start checking every quarter that passes through your hands. So stick with me until the end, because I'm going to reveal the exact errors and conditions that turn a pocket change quarter into a six-figure payday. To understand the 1967 Washington quarter dollar's incredible value potential, you need to know the context. The year 1967 fell right in the middle of a huge shift in U.S. coin production. Just 2 years earlier, in 1965, the United States Mint stopped using silver in quarters and switched to a copper-nickel-clad composition. This was due to rising silver prices and a nationwide coin shortage. By 1967, quarters were being mass-produced in the millions, and the mint was focused on speed, not perfection. One of the most famous and valuable errors for the 1967 Washington quarter dollar is the striking on a silver planchet. Even though silver quarters had officially ended in 1964, some leftover 90% silver blanks were still lurking in the mint's inventory. Every now and then, one would accidentally be fed into the presses intended for the new copper-nickel-clad quarters. When a 1967 design was struck on one of these silver blanks, the result was a true rarity. Because silver has a distinctly different color, weight, and ring when tapped, these coins are easy to distinguish from ordinary clad quarters if you know what you're looking for. And at auction, collectors have paid over $64,000, $70,000, and even $76,000 for pristine, certified examples of this error. When you're examining a 1967 quarter, start by checking the weight. A standard copper-nickel-clad quarter weighs 5.67 grams, while a silver planchet quarter weighs about 6.25 grams. That difference might seem small, but it's enough to immediately flag a potential jackpot. Next, examine the edges. Clad quarters show a distinct copper-colored stripe, while silver plankets have a uniform silver edge. A quick magnet test can confirm it's non-magnetic, ruling out some counterfeits, the weight and composition. For other errors like off-centers, double strikes, and wrong plankets, visual inspection is key. Off-centers will be obvious, with missing portions of the design. Double strikes will have overlapping images or partial second impressions. Wrong planchet errors will be the wrong size or weight entirely. If you suspect you found something, don't clean the coin. Cleaning destroys collector value. Instead, get it professionally graded and authenticated. Certification from a top grading company like PCGS or NGC can make the difference between selling for a few hundred and selling for $70,000.